Good morning, dear students. This is your science teacher, and today I am going to teach you science again. From last few videos, we were continuing with our 8th chapter of science, that is body movement. In this chapter, we discussed on the different topics, joints, different types of joints, bones, cartilage, muscles. We discussed, and now we are discussing on the different movements. So, movement of a snail, movement of cockroach, and movement of different organisms. We already discussed different of earthworm, and today we today I explain you the movement in fishes. Okay, so by an activity we can try to understand how fishes are moved. Okay, so in this activity we prepare a paper boat, and when we put this boat into the water, it flows easily. But if you in this direction, in the in forward direction, okay, but if you try to push the boat to flow or to swim in this direction by pushing, so it reflects sorry it repel the movement. It nots movement through the side, in the side direction. Okay, why? Because its shape is allowed to move this boat into its this direction, because in its front side and back side both are have shape streamlined. Streamlined means in the middle it has thick, in the middle it has thick inside, and in the front and last it has thin side. So this type of shape we called streamline shape. Okay, so this shape is help to move boat in water very easily. Okay, so come to the next point, how fishes are moved. When you see the fish shape has like this. In the mouth portion they have slim, and it have thick shape in the middle, and again they have shape thin in its tails. Okay, so this type of shape we called streamline shape. What we called streamline shape. Okay, so fishes found in, generally we see the fishes in oceans. These are found in rivers. We can see in lakes, in ponds, and in aquarium we see the fishes. Okay, in well also we are also see the fishes in the wells. Okay, so food look fish locomotion. When we talk about the locomotion or the movement in the fishes, they have move in water by the swimming. Which type of locomotion they have? Swimming in the water. Okay, body of fish. When we see the body of fish, they have slimmer. They have slimmer portion in front and in tail, as comparison to slimmer than middle portion. It means in middle it have thick portion, and in mouth and in the tail they have thin portion. This type of tapered end, when we see tapered, from middle is thick and tail is thin, and in mouth is also thin. So this type of tapering ends, this type of tapering end, this shape is called streamline shape. What we call streamline shape or streamline, this type of body, what we call streamline body. Okay, this type of shape, uh, when we see that this type of shape fishes have and boat also have this type of shape, this type of shape allow the fishes to move easily in water, because this shape they are moved in water very easily due to streamline shape. Okay, fishes has well arranged skeleton. When we talk about its its skeleton, it have like us, it have two types of skeleton: inner skeleton and outer skeleton. Its inner skeleton is made up of bones or cartilage, and exoskeleton is made up of scales. Scales means uh, face of when you see the skin of fish. Okay, so you see the this type of structure on its surface. You see this type of some structure are fitted into one another like this. When we pull out a section, so it is looking like this. So these are we called scales. What we call SCALES, scales. Okay, what we call these as it means the exoskeleton of fish is made up of scales. Okay, and it have strong muscles for the swimming in the water, to move the fins in the water, to move the tails in the water. Okay, so fishes swim by moving its body. How fishes swim in the water? By moving its body and its tail into the opposite direction to each other. Body and tail, it moves in opposite direction. Okay, they stretch body. They fishes stretch body and relaxing the tail. Stretch its body and relaxing the bits in opposite direction. This forms a curve like this. It forms a curve. It moves in this direction and tail is either another direction. They form a curve. This curve causes movement in the fish. Okay, quickly moves in other direction and tails on the opposite, and this create a jerk. The movement of tail in another direction, opposite direction, creates a jerk and push that fish into forward direction, and it cause push the fish in forward direction. So by this movement of body and tail, the fishes are moved into the water. Okay, the movement is helped. The movement is helped by the fins. So, so movement for the movement of fish, there are another helping part of the body of fish are there, that is fins present in its tail and also present in its body. They help to balance the body while they are swimming. Okay, okay. Let's come to the next movement of organism. Which organism is there? Snake. You see at many places in TV and in zoo and in our surrounding also. Okay, so when you see the snake, it move in zigzag way. Okay, snakes live on the, when we talk about where they are live in ground and water and on trees. Okay, these organisms are legless reptiles. Means snakes don't have any leg, so we called it legless. Reptiles means the organism. Reptile means the organism which live in water and land at both places, but they lay eggs on land and moving by crawling. Okay, so this type of organism we put into the category of reptiles. So snake is also lay eggs on the land. Okay, snake possess baby motion. When we see the motion of snake, they possess baby motion. Means they create babes like this in this zigzag way. They create baby motion and they move in baby motion, and they have long backbone from mouth to the its tail. Okay, from its head to tail. They have backbone, long backbone, and covered its body with muscles and skin. Its body is covered with muscles and snakes, scales. Sorry, snakes cannot move. Snakes cannot move on frictionless surface like glasses. When if you see anywhere, if we put a snake on the glass, they are not move. They are not able to move on the glass because it is a frictionless surface. It is a smooth surface. So on the smooth surface, they are not move. Why? Because the lower surface of a snake, because the lower surface of a snake is also smooth, and it's move on the basis of creating sub curves of loops. Curves by moving the curves, they create some loops in the lower surface, and the movements of these loops or the rings in the forward direction. Okay, so why the creating these loops? It moves in forward direction. So because its lower surface is smooth, it's not move on glass. So during the movement, snake creates curves. During the movement, snake creates curves in many loops. Okay, and push them to the forward direction. Create curves like this, one in left side and one in right side. Okay, in many loops. So it will create some loops and push them the forward direction. They move very fast, but not in a straight line. They are moving very fast, but not in a straight line. They are moving always in curved and this zigzag way. Okay, so this motion created by a snake, this type of motion is called serpentine motion. What we call serpentine motion. So this, by this loop they can move in forward direction, and in its lower surface uh, some rings are created and they are moving continuously. So why these rings, this is also forward in move in the forward direction. Okay, so our this chapter is finished today, and from tomorrow we are starting our new chapter. I hope you will understand. If you have any doubts,